probably save myself a lot of health. I could also just go dominate, defend, defend, defend. That's probably enough. I only take 9. I do have a campfire. And I save my potion. I don't really know when my potion's better. Let's use the potion. 13, 13, 13. Just 39. Because it's 74. Oh, wait. Arsenal are the Premier League champions, and a pretty good card. And to Slay the Spire too. Is there anything they can't do? I'm now fighting Seapunk and taking 8 damage. Nice. Hi, Seapunk. How are you? I should have upgraded Defend, maybe, actually? I don't really think it matters. We could go Sword Boomerang for our double dominate. That would make a lot of sense. Just one.
Ugh. Bah. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Hyper-realistic painting. Well, not too hyper-realistic. Ow. Door's locked from this side, right? Yep. First ChloroCorl. Then Casino.
Keep getting better. I feel better than ever.
Da, da, da. Da, da. One point off, bro. Da, 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 da.
Let's heat things up.
Nice rip.
Another one bites the dust.
All I need is one fucking hairpin steal. God damn it.
How wonderful.
Do I have Dreki Slime logged? Apparently don't.
How wonderful.
Cloak of Invasion, Dancer's costume, fishnet stockings. It's really just the hairpin I want.
Okay.
Heads up!
This is the other side of the Noble Grove. Which is closed by bridge. Oh, when it says no horses past this point, it meant it. Hard programmed limit past this line.
Our work isn't done yet.
Yoink!
Coral again.
fights. Nice. What's yours is mine.
Slipweed again.
Burn!
What's yours is mine.
Slipweed again. Coral again. And more.
Yoink.
And miss.
Burn!
What's yours is mine.
And coral again.
Now we're talking. Ha! Ha! Oh! Oh!
And another one. Nothing I want. Black Lemmerglass. One of these points is in the night. Not that either. I'm clearly missing something. Doesn't look like a cheese shake. Still have to search the area at night anyways. I doubt that was the core. Here we are. Aha! I was correct. I was correct.
Let's go. Yoink.
Coral again? That moment when the enemy that was a boss has been demoted to a NPC.
What's yours is mine.
Corticell first try. That's not the spell I wanted. Coral again. That was an accident.
Okay.
Nice crit. I'm just gonna stop trying now. The game has told me I don't deserve to have it, so I'm just going to not try anymore. Because the more I keep trying, the further it takes me away from gambling. And the only side goal to money right now is gambling. Hello, everyone. I'm fine, Evelyn. I don't really know what to expect from an Electronic Arts model. The only thing that I'd be willing to pay Electronic Arts for is for them to bring the 2016 edition of SSX onto Steam and post it with the server. One detail that I like is that if you look very closely, you can clearly see the position of the lantern in the sky. It does actually change position in various parts of Act 1 and Act 2. Though most of the time you're inside of buildings and dungeons, so you don't really get a chance to see it. And you don't see it at all if you're in 2D. The action network that I chose to join, that somehow Dev is not already a part of, they have just seen one of the particular primaries that they were looking to invest into have a person win. So, that's hilarious in and of itself, for lots of reasons. We want this. We want this. I likely want this. On my first file, I went for this because I thought, ooh, big sword. But then I was disappointed because the game forces you to go down the one-hand sword route. This is just a pre-provision owned for Rob. And then this one. This is used as a form of whoosh in combat, if used as an item in battle. Basically makes it a form of magic for Eric. And then these are fun. And we're not here for anything else except for these machines here. If I remember correctly, these were color-coded. And technically, you can tell which ones are close to being winners by the lights that are on them, question mark. Now, if I want to have money, the correct way to play this is to use the back slots. But I like Ulysses. 10. Machines are ready. Max number of spins. 1. Minimum bet 1. Minimum bet 10. $10 for poker. 100 tokens for poker. The high roller. And 1 token for poker. So the ethical thing to do is to save scum like a bastard. The time-honored tradition that every single person who plays Dragon Quest that has gambling will do. Do it in Dragon Quest VIII. Do it in Dragon Quest XI. It's only fair. I wanna use my money right. It was different in the older ages. One of the funny things is that for the remake that they did for Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3, you can actually find in various places in these towns people who are dressed in the old armor, the women. The pink one. This one. Technically, the right breast cup still has like a black piece of object fabric holding it in place, along with the other version. And she's wearing the one that comes with the mini skirt guard. But this was the game in which the era of them censoring it became very obvious and opaque. Trying to sell off some trash. Trying to sell off some trash. Found some trash. Trying to sell some trash. Some trash. Trying to sell. Trying to If I want to sell more shit, I might as well make rings. Gold rings. I don't have a bullwhip. I don't ever intend on using whips in the safe. Well, I only know I want you to know, but shit's on that moment. Don't hate me cause I'm just a home. Hate me cause I'm just a home. I want to build one of these. Just one. No, I don't say no question that this needs to. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. Doing level 2. Two rings or 5 gold bracers. 5 gold bracers. It's probably trashier. It is what it is. I know that kind of thing is thing that other people look forward to, but it's just not one of those things that I look forward to. Probably two. Yep. It's definitely one of those things that makes you notice the censorship. Because when you can see it happening in real time, I'm pretty sure it was the case in Dragon Quest VIII that they were wearing bunny suits. Me personally, I'll always use the Megaton standard. If a Megaton demon has been censored, that's the state of the end time. And that speaks to the quality of the game that's being made. Random perfection. Boom, 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 boom. Still in 3 pearls. All that fanfare, you can get 3 fucking pearls. Yeah, it was. Even this one need too. Hubba. Though, as I think about it, there aren't a lot of demons in Megaton that come to mind that have been outright censored, with the exception of, like, maybe the Pixies. Pixies, Nekomata. Anything that could be considered a sexy character. Because that's when you get the alternate costumes and outfits. Usually an older version having better stocked versions. Another perfect. Yeah. You better sell for a lot. While I'm in here, what else can I make? Rapier. Armor pieces. Not necessary. Rose with just a choice. But I doubt it's worth a lot. I have the materials, so I might as well try. Same with the Battle Fork. start with the Rose Whip. Oh, fun. Really? That's worth it, perfect? Whatever you say, game. Sometimes you're an individual, while looking kind of a girl, less than higher flight session in the game. I don't remember. Yeah, I honestly don't remember. It's been so long since I've owned a PS2 and played the game, man. That's supposed to. We're doing this seems like it's a waste, but might as well. Oh, fucking Christ. That mistake is going to cost me. Correct play to fix this mistake is this goes lightning here, and this goes lightning here. And somehow that's worth +2. Remember, kids, don't misclick. All that for money. Now, with the pearls that I gained, slightly difficult. Slightly difficult. Not as difficult. Start Battlefield first. That somehow without edge piece is worth +2. Okay. Yeah, yes, you are correct. Because these creatures don't show up again in this fashion outside of the SP in Dragon Quest Monsters 2. Surely I can do this. Surely I won't just fucking botch it. +2 is acceptable. Why are you still wearing the silk robe? Why are you still wearing a silk robe? What the fuck is wrong with me? Why are you still wearing a silk robe? I didn't buy you a cloak of evasion. Should be alright. And thus we begin the loop. First, you buy the coins. And press those buttons. And then we save. It's time to gamble. In my general viewpoint of character-based censorship, I usually don't give a shit. The only version that I dislike and heavily hate is remake censorship. Under the hood censorship choices, like what they did to the character designs of Diablo 2, I hate that with a burning passion. Especially what they did to the Amazon, and especially what they did to the Sorceress. Join Ulysses as he hits out on a grand adventure. Wins tokens for every obstacle you help him overcome. Unlike the regular slots, you can choose when to stop the real spinning, or you can pick autoplay by clicking Left1 by letting the machine spin itself. Press RT when playing for more details. When I saw this shit, it drove me up a wall. Also, the name Gooniversity mode. Oh, the shit posts. Although deadass, the best way to play this game is by putting it on automation. It's already got 5 out of the 6 orbs already selected, so basically the random selector should be put on rotation for staking until it is good. Because it'll now autoplay for the spins. Dragon Quest slots are all programmed the same way, no matter which way anyways. Proves something you wanted to win. Yep. There are a couple of games that have this feature. One of the ones that originally pissed me the fuck off about it was Digimon World. Was the first one that made me experience sheer hatred when I knew and learned that the slots were fixed. Now there's a cheat code that'll help you unlock them, but you can only be able to input this code by playing it on an emulator. basically all about having it's basically about having enough tokens in which the game basically has to go through the RNG to decide that you have earned the right to win. The game decided I deserved a bonus. Now watch it fail. Oh, the game decided to make a liar out of me. Oh, we found the sixth one. Next gem slime, it gets grand supplies, I think. And while we're looking at the screen, where did I lose you, Boster? If you're confused about the very big screen that was the explanations of how to play Slime Quest, basically, you put the game on automation unless you are willing to agonizingly try to click every option. When you heard university, it's a slime. It's a pen. It's pun. It's puns. Oh, here's where I get a lot of cash. Now, of course, this is the consequence of Japanese people having no way to know what the fuck would go through the minds of people that are non-Americans, basically saying, hey guys, look, Americans and their words. Isn't it funny? Massive profit so far. When will the chain end? It crosses 1,000. It crosses 1,200. He's going crazy on it. He's going sicko mode. Stops at 1,500. Pretty much. Is he going to win? I guess he does. And another bonus time. My generalized problem is that whole locking the slots shit, which I don't fucking appreciate. Because obviously, especially in moments like this, where it decides, yeah, you finally earned to have a 7. It feels like agony. ultimately. And then, of course, the deterministic formate of how one can be able to succeed using manual slots or poker. Reach the end of the automation and play for 100 more spins. Usually when it comes to me and gambling, I like active gambling, but I also like gambling that has an actual form of strategy that isn't just random fucking chance. Pretty much. I honestly don't think so yet. I hate save state technology, now that I think about it. With a passion, I think. You've only got 10 more spins with this machine before you reach the maximum number allowed. Once you reach the limit, the game will end. Well, we already made a lot of money. But will we get the gem cash out before that happens? I'm highly doubting it. It's about to eat all of the rolls on this boss battle. You cash out your slime wins a total of 1 token. I think that's the one thing that I fucking hate about it. The game decides to tell you, hey buddy, you only get a maximum number of spins. Ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. It just feels horrible. Just horrible. Because certainly no person likes to be told you don't get to gamble anymore. That's one roach that regrets crawling in front of me. Crush till you ain't no legs. Oh. Yeah, right back inside. I remember in the 2D edition, every time you go into the casino, it forces you to make a save. Because they don't have a proper interface from going from one to the other. Because the zone was only rendered to be played inside of 3D and not 2D. How can I already reach the maximum number of spins on all these machines when I haven't touched them? Now, for the real slot. And then these slots are just press A to win. Not as fun. Although I do appreciate the fact that they reference the monsters based on both Metal Mode and the free spins. Yeah, it is much less bullshit than the roulette table. The roulette table is a case example of exactly what save states were designed for, and why they always put astronomically high numbers on them, because they knew that a disc version of a simulacrum of the game would definitely be cheated, and they would just play until they had won, so they set them to astronomical high numbers. It's just tedious. And the roulette table. The roulette table is a case example of exactly the worst kind of gambling minigame in any game. And she queefs on my board. And she changes my last. Now, me personally, between Slime Quest and normal tables, I find this slot machine to be more interesting and nicer. For reasons like that. Just psychologically speaking, it's just better. Though the problem here is that this is going to get crazy until you get 3 spins and metal mode. Actually, one downside. It's time. Now requires it's a free silver spin, and we're really cooking with grease. Took you 1 hour to get lucky enough to do one side quest at the looted table. You felt annoyed and empty and didn't feel any accomplishment in any sense. Well, yeah. It's because if you have to choose between a choice of gambling that works and matters, it will always be more satisfying if the player has some form of control in the subtext of their choices to win versus not giving them choices. That's why Balatro is addicting. Any gambling game of random chance, or any kind of Rube Goldberg-like roguelike game, such as Billionaire. But the simple fact is that people save scum because the part of the game that's not fun is the random chance part of losing, not the inserting of the coins and playing. That's obviously why you don't sell gotchas to kids. Battle mode again. Battle mode again. Because obviously, if you get kids hooked on the idea of having successes and victories like that, it doesn't lead anywhere but to addiction. So you have to have some kind of form of abject responsibility. So that such a corollary never fucking happens. But I don't think there's been a single RPG and JRPG that has successfully done gambling correctly that wasn't made by Tri-Ace. I mean specifically Tri-Ace because it's been perfected in Star Ocean, it's just not gambling. It's item creation. First 100. Just shy off the 7. I guess you could say that. I suppose Final Fantasy VIII is a good example of one. I don't have personal experience with it. Unfortunate. And another one. I need to get to 10k coins as soon as I possibly can. Then we can advance to the next machines. I'll probably get away with 5k, but 10k is the number that I feel more comfortable with. At least for minimum of poker. And 4 line. 28 winner mode! Surely at some point I'll get a free spin, Loto. Certainly at some point I will get free spin. Certainly not. That'd be hilarious. It's teasing me. Monster Hunter's RNG mechanics have been also fairly fair for the most part. Realistically, the RNG component of that game is something that you can't actually be able to control outside the parameters of a random chance opportunity up to investigation boards. I agree. The Sonic Pinball in the concept of pinball minigames, including that GBA title that was just basically three Knights, Sonic, Samba de Amigo, was just a series of different pinball games. Extremely fun. Fun enough that you'd make enough shit off of it. But it's just real true gambling mechanics that are controllable in the hand of the player. I don't think that's been done very often. If ever. I realized the other streams were not public. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're fixed. I was only live on YouTube. It's just, they're just not fun. Like, either the mechanic is something that is completely out of your hands, or the mechanic is something that, while controllable, is unfun. In the case of Monster Hunter, I didn't press a button. There you go. In the case of Monster Hunter's RNG system, it doesn't really put a lot of control in your hand. The control kind of ends at what you try to carve, the percentage rate that it has on the carve, and in later games like World and Wilds and Rise, a mission type that gives you a chance at the particular one you're looking for, which basically means picking from an automated quest list. Bar? A. So every way you look at it and think about it, most games usually have some type of control of the jackpot. Never truly giving you true ways you can hit multiple times back to back. But then again, if a title were to do that in some level of consistency, hello Slime Queen, was to do it in some level of consistency, I feel like what it would be doing would be similar to basically something like this. Like, it's just you, the amount of money that you spend, and whether or not you got lucky enough, with an entropy system that eventually goes towards having a high jackpot. And then it's some type of internal number, rather than something that you can actually be able to manifest yourself, unless it's a part of a quest, in which case the game decides if the quest version you can be able to control, but then outside of that choice, go fuck yourself, you know? Because it's either roguelike or it's not. That's my problem. Seventh Stand. I have never heard of Seventh Stand. Seventh Stand user, basically play your card game against Darby, incredibly stacked. Play it normally or pick specific options to catch him cheating. It is possible by playing normally. Okay. Because personally, if I had to pick a system, I'd pick one where it's somewhat close to Balatro. Although ideally, when it comes to playing games within games, that's kind of iffy. I don't like that system. Hello, Treasure Trove. Spew that hot smoke semen on my screen. All that cutscene, and it's just the text box. Make the number appear out of the box. Nah. Let's do it the lazy way. Because, as funny as it is, the titles that do the thing that I want, they exist, but the problem is that they're niche. No free spin yet. Weed. Queen for bar? Yeah. Nice. JoJo fan game. Lots of inspiration from the Saga games, original story layered on top. Ton of endings, feels very complete as a game. Okay. Where do I require this fan game so I can check it out when I have time to? Up! Finally. And now to get metal mode. Because this is where it becomes pure profit. Game's cheesing me again. Boom, boom, boom. Seventh Sand User Wiki. Okay. Well, we got one. Two chances to make pure profit. Yes. Well, it didn't give me the silver and free at the same time, but it did chain me so far up to 60, 70 metal modes. Although technically I already am in the pure profit area. But, you know, there's just something inducing about having both free spend and silver going at the same time. And you're actually making 100% 175 profit. And another metal mode. Unless it's rolling the big slime. No, it's rolling metal. Ever so closer to my minimum. I bet it's gonna end somewhere around 7K. Depends. I intended on saving as soon as the bonuses ended, but it's been chaining the bonuses. This would be a horrible time for my power to get cut out. Big Trove? Big Trove. You really do look like a chest is bussin'. Which is just funny to me. Bussin' the caps. Although, you know what I really wish had been made? I wish there had been a gambling spinoff of Fallout. I know some people will be like, that's just New Vegas. I'm talking about a real spinoff. And not whatever the fuck Fallout Shelter is. Spinning the first one? It is. Alright, 5,700. Boom. I really wish that the Slime Queen effect was something I could control. Or influence. Nah, influence. If we could always control this Queen effect at any time, I feel like it takes away the nuance, actually. But being able to influence it based on the number of bets that you've done, or the betting that you're doing, that's just about right. Unless you could be like, for every 10 spins you do without changing your current stake amount, you incur 1, and then it gives you an option to apply it. That or a skill-based check on pressing buttons. Is it the bar or is it the slime? It's the bar. It's the bar. Well, I wasn't at 7,000, but it was definitely within 900. One thing that I also hate about this particular setup is that any zone that's going to be made into the mini-game zone, you need to have a save point in the area around the zone. To not have this save point, or to have the church, or to have a church prior person inside the area where the casino is a fucking criminal crime. Punishable by ball tickling. You already have a lot of awesome random chance. And if they're playing the game on the hardware, there's no way they're going to be able to cheat scum the system before they can save their choices of the winnings. So you might as well give them access to do it naturally. They're all paid out? Yeah. And now we watch my money evaporate. This is where save scumming becomes the option if I do not hit. Alright, already off to a great start. Already in metal mode. If only this one was to bless me with free spin and metal at the same time. Let's see here. Question I never asked myself is how long am I going to play? I suppose until my media phone is fully charged. Which is in an hour. So we're already at a profit of what? 700 off of 2 plays. And now we pray for another metal mug. A bola. Well, it appears that I was correct. I was just correct leader. Remember, kids, always save after every win, no matter how marginal. Shame. Every time you see a casino without pachinko, you know it's made for Westerners. Well, unfortunately, there just has not been a push in America to get people to want to play pachinko. I play pachinko. Although, ball drop minigames are not exactly what most people consider to be fun. However, I look over at the West and I see Penguin and I think, poggers. Speaking of bloggers. I like that when I press B, the game's like, would you like to keep playing? And where B should naturally be, no, I do not want to keep playing. It's like, okay, I'm going to take your money now. Would you still like to stop playing? Well, game, you've already taken my cash. If I don't take my instance, it's going to be a waste anyways. See, right here. Do you want to play again? Yes, no. I'm going to put my finger on B and remove my hand from the left side of the controller because left trigger, is also a confirm button. I'm going to press B and it eats the fucking token. The sacred cardinal rules. B means back. B means cancel. A means confirm, continue. If my finger hits the B key and you ask me a yes/no question, it should automatically answer no. And so the party spent so much time gambling that it was now daytime. Before literally, I gamble so much that it's almost morning. And after a night, they should be reset. Yes. And so we return to waiting. With a 10K, he should definitely hit a fucking jackpot. Carl said to himself, lying. Now, on the question of pachinko, don't get me wrong. A good ball drop machine is fun. But I think it's the most frustrating of games of chance. Because I've watched a lot of gambling animes, as well as I've watched a lot of people do gambling in general. I don't think I've experienced anything that is as fucking rage-inducing as finding out that I've been cheated because of something like the pins are busted. And shit like that. First bonus. Blue line time. Especially that one betting machine. I don't know the fucking name of the anime. It's a gambling anime where it's very clearly a pachinko machine. And it's a guy who's in debt, who basically put together an entire operation to try and defraud a casino that's obviously cheating, with various cheat devices and cheat methodologies in play. Like tilting the machine, tilting the four machines on, putting together a plan where he tilts the corner of the fucking house machine using barrels of water that are stacked somewhere inside the building. Using the tilt of the machine to block the ball return, because as the balls are falling, where every single eplis of balls basically are representative of thousands of won or yen, whatever the fucking measurement was in the anime. He clogs the ball return, so eventually the first and second returns are clogged to the point where they can only go into the third one. And then, like, the fucking third ring on the pachinko drop has a fucking air hockey burst, which is basically blocking the things from going into the fucking hole. Pachinko is one of those ones where it's like, in a fair game of chance, it feels like cheating against you. You know what I mean? I feel like I've lost the chat. My marginal 1,000 lead has disappeared. Now it's back to eating coins. I'm sorry to hear that, Avalon. Another 100 spins. Wing. Prime that slime. Student agility. And nothing. And fail. And back to university. Why not call it university in the fucking game? Why call it Prime That Slime? Ugh. Distinct choices made by a studio. One seed. Alright, nothing. And knees. Ah, just called it University in that section. Okay. Failure. Oh, never mind. Shut my ass up real quick. I'm out. Well, that's 1,200. Ready, boys? Can I get more? Gold slime miss. And it's the boss battle. And immediately dead and knocked down on his fucking ass. Up, back into it. And a bonus. back up to 1,000. Charger says 44 minutes. first gem. And I always sit here in general silence. Because there's nothing to fucking say other than game, give me my fucking winnings. And these amalgamate challenges are obviously bullshit. itchy. Ah, my arm's itchy. Fuck. Ah. I leave the room to use the bathroom. 32 minutes. Where's she at this time? Unfortunate. I'm really not a fan of having lost tokens here. And it's a miss. Back to university. Still fucking up. How the fuck can you have a rate of 1 and 3? 104 even. The game told me this was hot property. You're just swallowing my fucking money. I have still actively lost tokens. unfortunate. I lost money. Fuck me. Clyde, at the beginning of the day, you went from 0 spins to 179 spins out of a total of 464, and went up to 116 of a bonus chance. And the only machine that is close is machine number 2. And that's some bullshit. Might as well put it on automated limit 10. Okay, what time is it? 2:38. Itchy. The cell phone is 26 from full. I suppose that'll do. I'm not trying to be here for a long time. Just the beginning of how I start my day. But I still haven't actually slept, so I should probably lay my fucking ass down, since I'm going to be forced to go outside today. Against my will. Yet again. Goodbye, everyone. I will see y'all in the funny papers.